your choice of mouth-watering toppings.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
If someone told me there was a 90% chance of rain, I'd carry an umbrella. And if someone told me there was a 90% chance lightning would strike this spot, I'd move. Now, if someone told me 90% of the people use the genuine New Jersey Belle Yellow Pages, I'd put an ad in it. The genuine New Jersey Belle Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
Coming up on the next Live, a sneak preview of Tim Matheson's new movie, plus summer fashions for your favorite guy.
Tomorrow at 9.
Right here on Channel 7.
Dreary days like today make you think about summer and hot summer styles. Now, knowing this, Rolanda Watts headed for the fashion runway so that you can start formulating your fashion statement right now.
Never before has fashion been so frank, allowing us endless choices, endless styles, and the chance on expert tips like those we get from top fashion magazines such as Vogue. Candy Pratt-Price, one of Vogue's fashion directors, tells us what's going to be cool when the weather gets hot.
You're going to see color, period. Color has come back in a very strong way, but our favorites are from the pinks to the pearls.
What's happening with the dress? Because it has made a tremendous comeback in the past year.
It didn't have the same young spirit that the girls who were wearing fashion today were believing in. And all of a sudden, we go to Europe and we come to the American collections, and the dress has a comeback. And the dress comes in baby doll, and it comes in trapeze. You're going to see a lot of stretch because it is the year. If anybody who's designing a collection is not including stretch in their line, they are missing the boat.
How do you say, gorgeous?
Candy points out that most of the top designers these days offer a second line of more affordable clothing. Designers like Todd Oldham.
It's all about options. But
anything you want.
Anything goes these days. That's what's so nice. You don't have to think about it.
Ooh la 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 la.
One thing most modern-day women are now saying is we will not be slaves to fashion. And it seems designers are responding to that by encouraging each of us to find our own unique style. You know, it's kind of like what they used to say back in the 60s. Just do your own thing. On Manhattan's 7th Avenue, I'm Rolanda Watts, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
So when you see me on the street in my suits and my cowboy boots, know that I'm doing my fashion thing, and Rose says it's okay.
Yeah, ride 'em cowboy. Well, from the rage in new summer fashions to a new movie that could be the rage this summer, it's the action comedy entitled Rage in Harlem. Celebrities were out in full force last night for the film's gala premiere. Among them, the film stars Robin Givens, Gregory Hines, and Forrest Whitaker. In addition to showcasing the movie, the event also raised money to help create new opportunities for more black filmmakers. Theater owners will be raising Kane once again. That is the movie, Citizen Kane. In honor of the film's 50th anniversary, this black and white classic will open at theaters all across the country, including here in our area tomorrow. Orson Welles made the film at age 25. It's loosely based on the life of publisher William Randolph Hearst, no relation. Many critics say it's one of the greatest films ever made.
Are you sure?
Well, I wish, but I'm sure.
Something else that made a comeback, April showers. Are they going to stay on into May?
Well, Sam Champion has our soggy and foggy AccuWeather forecast when we come back.
Tonight, take a spin on the... Join the fun when the winners wheel and deal for fabulous prizes and big money.
Oh, look at that, $25,000. Is that about right?
The players spin. The wheel spins. Even Vanna spins. You can too. Watch Wheel of Fortune tonight at 7:30 right here on Channel 7.
Where rock lives today. money, visit your Volvo dealer, where you'll find great prices on all Volvo 240 and 740 models. So see your dealer soon. The prices never looked better.
Remarkably low factory-assisted lease rates on 1991 Volvos and May 31st.
It's a great year to enjoy Vermont. We're nearby, and it's our bicentennial. A summer full of birthday festivals. We'll send you our free traveler's guide to show you how to get the most out of your vacation. You'll also get our Vermont Bicentennial map and events calendar. Call 1-800-238-4000. We're just around the corner. Come home to Vermont this year.
Battle it out with the mental superheroes and catch the college championship next week on Jeopardy! Any questions?
Play Jeopardy tonight at 7 right here on Channel 7.
Astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery are proceeding with experiments after a troublesome morning. A problem forced the crew to begin early experiments with the Star Wars telescope known as CIRRUS. Scientists say the telescope will run out of coolant tonight and become inoperable. The telescope will help direct enemy missiles around the world. The trouble also forced the delay of the satellite launch until tomorrow.
A little damp, a little dreary, but I'm told things are going to improve.
We see improvement within the last hour or so. Some sunshine trying to snap through some of the heavier clouds that are out there. And I think we'll break into partly cloudy late tonight. Tomorrow, I think we'll see some sunshine in between. And with that said, I could just stand here and we could talk for a little while, but let's go to the boards. First, we'll show you the pictures of the fog that developed this morning. You should have been prepared for it. We were talking about it as early as 5 o'clock last night. It looked like there was plenty of moisture. The temperatures were right just to breed some fog around the area. And yes, there was plenty of it this morning. Slowly broke away, though. Sunshine, again, within the last hour or so, working its way through. Temperature still holding at about 60 degrees. Relative humidity up there at 84%. Barometers falling, winds at this time calm. High number today, well, with very little help until the late afternoon. 60 is the best we could do. Low 50 early this morning. Not a big split because of the clouds. Allowed really no sunshine in until the last few hours. So we were a little bit below the normal marks this time of year. Let's see what we can look forward to in the next 20 hours. We'll put it in the loop here and show you how the clouds were developing around the area. You can see most of them hanging right along the east coast and then swirling down into the Gulf Coast states. And again today, these clouds were more of a problem southeast, just getting hit with thunderstorms and thunder showers. We've talked about over and over Shreveport, Louisiana, but you know, for April, the reason we talked about them so much, 21 inches of rain in April. Their normal April total, less than 5 inches. So that's why they were talked about. They had so much rain to deal with. But there is some moisture hanging all the way up toward the eastern corridor. So yes, tonight we'll see a few more clouds. Lingering drizzle, I think, as well out there. And then it should all kind of fade away by early in the morning. The temperatures outside for the rest of the nation show some 90s holding up down into Texas, or excuse me, back from Texas all the way around the Gulf Coast. Temperature bands, can we take a look at those? Temperature bands on the other, there we go. The 90s rushing all the way up into Georgia and well up into South Carolina as well, and helpful breeding ground for those thunderstorms that are kicking up there now. Cooler air trapped because of the clouds, 50s and 60s all over the eastern seaboard, and tomorrow I think we'll break a little bit of that. You'll see a little bit more sunshine getting in between the clouds. Southwestern winds will rush some warmer air with it. We could get near 80 degrees outside. We're expecting at least 79, and that means by tomorrow afternoon, possibly some thunder showers. AccuWeather forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, damp, a little lingering drizzle, not that big of a problem, but a little damp, 54 degrees. AccuWeather forecast for tomorrow, early sunshine, some late clouds, a possible late thunderstorm from the heating to 79 degrees tomorrow, so noticeably warmer. AccuWeather forecast tomorrow night, cloudy, gusty with those thunder showers lingering into the evening, and then they'll start clearing away as well. We'll come back and show you the 5-day, which again looks nice for the end of the week.
What a deal. We'll see you then. Thank you, Sam. There is much more ahead this evening on Eyewitness News. Up next, if one word had been spoken, could the passengers have been saved on board a jet that crashed on Long Island? We'll have a live report. Also, why are some of Hollywood's most famous faces turning up on scandalous posters all over New York? We'll have the story. Plus, it's time to start thinking about day camp for your kids. Dr. Lawrence Bolter has some advice you need to hear before making your final choice, coming up on Eyewitness News.
This is Channel 7 Eyewitness News with Greg Hurst, Roz Abrams, Sam Champion with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast, and the Eyewitness News team. Now, Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon once again at 5:30. Here's a look at our top stories. Thousands of frustrated New Yorkers are marching right now, targeting Governor Cuomo for his proposed budget cuts to get New York out of its troubled times. You are looking at a live picture of the giant budget rally downtown. State and city workers are protesting the governor's planned cuts of $4.5 billion. The march began in Battery Park City and will end at Cuomo's office in the World Trade Center. Another innocent victim is dead tonight after a shooting at a Brooklyn bodega. 57-year-old Santos Cosme was talking to his friends last night in Brooklyn when 3 robbers came in and demanded money. They shot Cosme in the head because he looked at them.
Here is the big story we're following at 5:30, the one word that could have saved dozens of lives. It was a miserable January night when an Avianca jet crashed into the quiet community of Cove Neck, Long Island. 73 passengers were killed. Well, today, the final report from the National Transportation Safety Board describing a pilot error that's scary for every airline passenger. NJ Burkett has details on the report live from Kennedy Airport. NJ?
Greg, investigators knew from the very beginning why it was that Flight 52 never landed safely here at Kennedy Airport. When it crashed in Cove Neck, Long Island, its fuel tanks were empty. In the words of one federal investigator at the time, they were bone dry. In the months that followed, the question for investigators was simple. Why did Flight 52 run out of fuel?
It came down to one word: emergency. In Washington today, federal investigators blamed the cockpit crew, saying the captain and co-pilot mismanaged their fuel supply. And when they ran dangerously low, they didn't use the right terminology.
The crew failed to manage their fuel, and they also failed to communicate that they had an emergency. And those two things were at the root of the problem.
Everyone in the cockpit crew was killed when Flight 52 fell from the skies and crashed on this hillside in Cove Neck, Long Island on a rainy, foggy night. Investigators had to rely on the testimony of air traffic controllers, radio transmissions, and the cockpit voice recorder. Avianca Flight 52 ran out of fuel after circling Kennedy Airport and the New York area for 77 minutes. 73 people died. Investigators say the crew should have diverted itself to another airport, but failing that, the crew should have told controllers that they were in trouble by using the word emergency. A spokesman for Avianca today blamed air traffic controllers, saying the cockpit crew knew exactly what it was doing and used every word but emergency to convey that they were in trouble.
Running out of fuel, requesting priority, having 5 minutes more to hold, cannot make my alternate. I think you're being even more explicit than just saying the word emergency. You are indeed, in a common sense way, conveying what's happening to you. I think that should have been an understanding.
The jet was put into 3 separate holding patterns throughout that ordeal over the East Coast. Controllers testified before the safety board during those hearings that they would have prioritized Flight 52 differently if the crew had only used the standard aviation terminology, fuel emergency. We're live tonight at Kennedy Airport. NJ Burkett, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
And there's much more ahead. Next up, day camp is an important step in many kids' lives. It is a sign of maturity and a step toward independence.
But the right camp can make all the difference in the world. What should you look for when choosing a day camp? Dr. Lawrence Balter has some advice up next.
There's only one place to see all your favorite people every morning, right here on Channel 7. At 6:30, Tim Fleischer and Art McFarland with Eyewitness News This Morning. At 7, Joan London and Charlie Gibson host Good Morning America. At 9, Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford are live with Regis and Kathy Lee. At 10, The Sally Jesse Raphael Show. At 11, there's no place like The Home Show with Gary Collins and Dana Fleming. It's the one place to spend your mornings with all your favorite people, right here on Channel 7.
Look at us now, A&P.
Look for this week's A&P circular and spend less.
Look what we've got.
USDA Choice Beef Top Round London Broil, only $2.69 a pound. Any variety of P&W ice cream, just $1.99 a half gallon. And save on any variety of Hellmann's mayonnaise, 99 cents for the 32-ounce jar.
A&P, look at us now.
It's the best time ever to get a Mazda 626 because the value of the 626 is greater than ever. Get a 626LX now and save big on a Mazda Value Pack. Plus, get $1,500 cash back from Mazda. It's our biggest deal ever, but it won't last forever. Right time, right car, right deal.
At your local Mazda dealer now.
Okay, I'll take it. Nice car, pal. We're gonna get off to a great start.
Really?
It's guaranteed. Just give me the good stuff.
Listen to your engine. Use Ultimate regularly in your new car, and Amoco guarantees you won't have a fuel-related problem.
Or Amoco pays you for the repair. You give me quality, I give you performance.
Amoco Ultimate, your car knows. Now you do too.
Pal, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Start spreading the news.
Lupica's back.
On the one hand, I could have played pro ball. On the other hand, I could cover it for the Daily News. What a choice.
Lupica's back. Buy us.
Rescuers are desperately digging through the rubble of a mountain village that was wiped off the map after an earthquake in Soviet Georgia. Yesterday's quake killed at least 80 people, and the aftershocks continue today. It's not known how many others are buried in the ruins of the village. Aid from around the world is pouring into the 80,000 people left homeless by the quake, measuring 7.1 on the Richter scale. The worst typhoon in 20 years ripped through the southeastern coast of Bangladesh, killing almost 1,000 people and leaving millions homeless. Winds of up to 145 miles per hour tore through the area around midnight. State officials warn there may be an even higher death rate once communication is restored and rescue workers report back from isolated areas.
Well, nature created havoc in Bangladesh. Men talked about peace today in Northern Ireland. This after 22 years of violence and more than 2,800 deaths. The heads of major Protestant and Catholic groups met for 90 minutes. There is no word on what they said, but more meetings are scheduled, and they could lead to self-government in Northern Ireland. Back home, the political talk was not about coming together. It was about defeating the Republicans in '92. At a rally near Boston today, former Massachusetts Senator Paul Tsongas announced his bid for president, the first Democrat to enter the race. In his speech, Tsongas called for new leadership and said fixing the economy is his top priority. Tsongas returns to politics after a long bout with cancer. Time now for us to check on some of the stories that we're working on for the 6 o'clock edition of Eyewitness News. And for that, we go up to Bill Butel in the newsroom.
Thank you, Roz. At 6 o'clock tonight on Eyewitness News, we continue our special report, Israel, an Unsettled Future. Tonight, Israel during the war was not allowed to fight, surviving Saddam's Scud missiles and weeks of terror. We'll take an inside look at a country poised for war but forced to silence its own weapons. Also, the park that is supposed to be an island of tranquility and rest. Police say there have been at least a dozen attacks on women there, and now it appears the police never knew there was a pattern of danger. We'll tell you why. And the school that rattles and rolls. Engineers now think they know why an elementary school has that mysterious case of the shakes. We'll have all this and we'll have a good deal more on Eyewitness News at 6, and I hope you join us then. Now back to the studio with Roz and Greg.
All right, Bill, thank you. Researchers tonight think they have found one of the root causes of anorexia and bulimia, two eating disorders that affect many women, particularly teenage girls. A new study of the Journal of Abnormal Psychology blames mothers for this. The study at Yale University found mothers of children with eating disorders were overly critical of their daughter's appearance and were more likely to urge them to diet. Well, summer vacation time isn't that far off, and you may be thinking of sending your child to a summer day camp. So Dr. Lawrence Bolter has some advice on how to select the right camp for your child.
Right now, the family school in Manhattan looks like the bright and warm academic setting which it is. But in a few short months, these classrooms will be transformed into a cheerful day camp environment in the heart of the city.
I think it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for the children to have their own identity away from their parents. And I think it gives the parent time away also and frees up the parent. Yeah.
Even preschoolers can enjoy a day camp experience, provided they're able to separate from you for short periods of time and have had some experience staying with a sitter. It's best if they don't have to travel very far, and attending with a friend can make it much easier. For young children, day camp offers an opportunity for intellectual stimulation, some spontaneity, and physical activity. But there are things to consider before selecting one for your child. Always visit the place in question. Meet the camp director and ask questions about their philosophy and methods of discipline. Check the credentials of the caregivers. And in New York, be sure the camp has a permit from the Department of Health. Also check the ratio of campers to counselors. The New York City Bureau of Day Camps recommends that for 6- and 7-year-olds, there should be at least one adult counselor for every 9 children. Make sure there's appropriate material for children of different ages and safe and properly equipped indoor and outdoor space. Outings are okay when the day camp doesn't have all the facilities under one roof. A good day camp will usually let you hang around if your kids need time to adjust. And remember, day camp is terrific preparation for the next big step away from home, the sleepaway camp. From the Family School in Manhattan, I'm Dr. Lawrence Balter, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Next up, why are posters of some of Hollywood's biggest stars being plastered all over town?
You'll find out, plus we'll tell you who's doing it and the scandalous things they're saying about them. Coming up.
It took this locksmith 21 seconds to open up this house.
I got it.
But he took no time at all to ask for identification. Tonight, Tim Minton shows you how some locksmiths are allowing easy access to your home. On Eyewitness News at 11, right here on Channel 7.
With the only sleeper seats and 15 more inches of legroom than any other business class to London, Virgin Atlantic's upper class is truly the airline for giants of the business world. Virgin Atlantic Airways, take us for all we've got.
We bake pearls made of denture material in this blueberry pie to prove how powerfully Efferdent, America's leading denture cleanser, removes this tough stain, even in between. Efferdent, stronger than stains.
When you've got hemorrhoids, walking is hard. Sitting is worse. Anusol ointment has an anesthetic for the pain and itch. Does your brand? Anusol ointment has an anesthetic to take the hurt out of hemorrhoids.
Like John here, a lot of you are keeping fit. That's why we've come up with our new T&W Royal Light. It's 93% fat-free, low in cholesterol.
All natural too, Earl.
T&W Royal Light. Ask for us by name.
An amazing father and daughter reunion tops our People in the News tonight. 54-year-old Soviet immigrant and New Jersey resident Igor Pesochinsky was reunited with his 18-year-old daughter Diane after a 14-year separation. But how Igor found his daughter is the interesting part of this story. He was watching a television show when he saw a story about young Soviet women who were lured to Canada with promises of a modeling career, only to find themselves stripping in clubs. Igor recognized his daughter and now plans to bring her back to New Jersey. He says she will end her stripping career.
Posters are popping up all over Manhattan claiming to reveal that certain high-profile celebrities are homosexuals. It is a controversial tactic to force reported homosexuals out of the closet. Doug Johnson has the story.
Absolutely queer, say these posters that have appeared all over New York. The posters show pictures of famous people and claim they're homosexual. They also illustrate that the term queer is once again acceptable to the gay community. Many have been shocked at the suggestion that certain actors, actresses, and singers are gay or lesbian, and that they have been so designated against their will. The term for accusing someone of being a homosexual is bringing them out of the closet, or outing. There is Out Week magazine, which has outed famous people from time to time. One of their reporters sees nothing wrong with the posters.
You know, a whole generation of gay people is growing up with more liberal parents in a more liberal society, and they really don't understand. I mean, a lot of it is just that they can't understand why these people are hiding. And so gay liberation of 20 years ago is actually what's responsible for this now. This was inevitable, that a generation would rise up and say, there's nothing wrong with this.
The posters come from a rather mysterious group called Outpost. What they are doing poses moral and legal questions.
It is basically speech, political speech that we're talking about, and that's what these posters, Absolutely Queer, involve political speech. There are legal concerns that are raised in the area of privacy.
About a half dozen celebrities have been identified by the posters so far. Many had already been rumored to be gay. Apparently, some gay people see this as part of a crusade.
They're making the decision that other people should be their foot soldiers, or their martyrs even, for the greater good of the cause as they perceive it.
As far as the celebrities are concerned, they can deny they are gay. In some states, they're protected by privacy laws, but that would mean going into court admitting you were gay, but claiming it was no one's business. As far as libel suits are concerned, they probably wouldn't collect very much money, and it would mean a messy court case in which their sex lives were examined. Meantime, the outing controversy threatens to get only bigger. Doug Johnson, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
The poster distributors and Out Week magazine support the tactic of outing, but the gay community is widely divided over the issue.
We're going to talk weather in just a moment. You know, it's really been a dreary work week. April had to get in one last shot before it was all over. But maybe the sun will come out tomorrow. Sam Champion has the 5-day forecast.
And while we're waiting to say hello to the sun, we're going to say bye-bye to Birdie. That and more next in the Eyewitness Newsreel.
Here you go, Connie.
Oh, the new Kraft Free is finally here.
Something different, huh?
I should say so. Kraft Free is fat-free.
Oh, you mean like this Hellman's that Wilbur ordered for his diner?
Oh, that's just cholesterol-free. Kraft Free non-fat mayo dressing is fat-free, too. And Hellman's cholesterol-free has 4 times more calories.
I wonder if I should tell Wilbur about this.
Oh, let's just keep it between us.
I could do that.
Only new Kraft Free is fat-free.
I don't want anything for Mother's Day.
Just come for dinner. I don't need material things.
Believe me, I have everything I need.
With the biggest selection of Mother's Day gifts, Macy's has what every mother wants. That's the magic of Macy's.
You shouldn't have.
Have you got your pearls on?
Promise they'd be perfect. Guaranteed it.
Limited warranty good for 1 year from date of purchase.
I got these Ray-Ban Wayfarer sunglasses for $34.95.
Limit 1 per customer through July 13th or while supplies last. See the Pearl coupon in your local paper for other great deals. Why just wear glasses when you can put on pearls?
Ray-Ban sunglasses, $34.95.
At participating Pearl locations and at Pearl Vision Express for glasses in 1 hour. Call 1-800-YES-EYES for locations.
Revlon creates No Sweat, the revolutionary 24-hour antiperspirant time-release deodorant.
No sweat.
Extra deodorant protection when you need it most.
No sweat.
No Sweat for men and women.
Welcome to the Sports Hotline. Right now it's the Nets 93, the Knicks 94.
Our new FYI section, up-to-the-minute recorded information on all kinds of subjects.
We are back with one final look at the weather.
I feel like it's Friday. I know it's not.
I know we're
but
giggling like it's Friday.
It kind of has that Friday feeling. Maybe we could nominate it or something like that. 54 degrees. As far as your low temperature, expected in the morning, yeah, that's where we're headed. 52 to 50 on the island, 50 as well on the coastline. Jersey Shore, maybe a little bit warmer, 52, 53 degrees near Spring Lake. Inland numbers, find some 40s, 48, 49 degrees. Sky conditions, we have hopes for tomorrow. I think we'll actually lose some of the clouds, get a little sunshine in. That was happening within the last hour, so breaking up to partly cloudy skies today means that's a pretty good hope for tomorrow for the first part of the day. Anyway, we've got one more cold front that's waiting off to the west. It is pretty far off to the west, but AccuWeather maps are showing that it will be right at our back door by tomorrow evening. So in the afternoon, yes, expect some higher clouds to move through, and with this cold front, that's why we're going to put the possibility of a thundershower or a thunderstorm in the picture. I think it's likely that when we join you tomorrow night at about 5 or 6 o'clock, we'll be talking about some severe storm watches and maybe even some warnings in the area because of this cold front, and we will have had a good day of heating with sunshine in between clouds tomorrow. Take that high temperature to at least 79 degrees in town. Could get 80, 81 degrees just west of town. So as this cold front comes barreling through later on tomorrow, yeah, I think we'll probably see some severe storms out of it around the area, and we'll talk about that more tomorrow. 79 degrees is the number, again, we're going for, with probably some 80s just a little bit west of the city. A quick look at the national map will show you as this cold front moves toward the eastern seaboard, there will be a long line of thunderstorms and thunder showers with it. This low that's moving out of the nation's heartland, the midsection of the nation, Denver, 7 inches of snow this morning. Surprise snow. Nobody was expecting it, but wake up with 7 inches of snow in Denver. I don't know. That's the way it was. Well, that's all that moisture moving around the Great Lakes, and it should leave the west with a pretty clear day. AccuWeather 5-day plan, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, your forecast days. Again, 79 degrees tomorrow. Will look nice in the early part of the day, but could bring some problems in the afternoon. Thursday and Friday look much nicer, however.
Friday's peachy there.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you, Sam. Some beach boys and girls pitch in to help the environment. Say hello to a new production of one of Broadway's most beloved musicals, and a century-old secret is unveiled at the Newark Library. It's all in the Eyewitness newsreel, so let's roll it. Newsreel looks back at the past to help understand the future. In Newark, the contents of an over 100-year-old time capsule were donated to the public library. Among the relics were coins, business cards, banknotes, and German newspapers. Gotta wonder if those papers have comics and horoscopes. New York's waterfront is a little cleaner these days, thanks to the help of some 200 high school students. These teenage environmentalists pitched in to pick up trash at Ferry Point Beach in the Bronx. The students stressed to Newsreel the importance of keeping New York's natural environment clean.
Life is one.
Bye Bye Birdie is back in business. Stage stars Tommy Tune and Ann Reinking are rehearsing for a national tour. The tour heads west beginning next week. And with that, we dance on off for another day of the Eyewitness Newsreel. And up next, the scientists of the future are the students of today.
And today, Chauncey Howell caught up with some of the best and the brightest. You'll meet them next.
Doing it right?
Home Depot announces the 60-second paint matching system. Just bring us a sample and we'll create a color to match it. We can match any tile, any fabric, any wallpaper, any flower, any shoe, anything. It's all done with our optical computer and Behr Premium Plus, the paint that's been specially formulated for computer color matching. Home Depot, where low prices are just the beginning.
It took this locksmith 21 seconds to open up this house.
I got it.
But he took no time at all to ask for identification. Tonight, Tim Minton shows you how some locksmiths are allowing easy access to your home. On Eyewitness News at 11, right here on Channel 7.
Toyota's hottest sales event. The deals are bigger, the savings are bigger, and the selection of Tercels and Corollas is our biggest ever. Like the lowest priced two-door sedan in America, Tercel for only $65.88. Or the value pack Corolla.